Hey, it's Alex Werner. So Alex Werner, what was it, like a couple weeks ago, emailed me this Chrome extension that he made, and it works amazingly. I've been using it a little bit in practice games, but I have yet to use it in Title Tuesday.
Working on
And
year
it's basically
3.
Zen
Oh no,
mode.
my prime sub.
It will hide my opponent's name and rating just to show on a different scene. This is what it's like turned on. Very easy to toggle on and off. So if I'm playing someone like Magnus Carlsen, who has joined the tournament, or Nepo, or Wesley So, or Dubov, I won't know that I'm playing them. And then hopefully I'll be less nervous. Which reminds me, I should probably turn on my heart rate. At least check to make sure my heart is beating. It is very late for me. It's 11:42 p.m. in Bali. Yeah, it's so late that by the time Title Tuesday starts, it'll be Wednesday. Have I ever played Title Tuesday on a Wednesday? I'm sure a lot of people do, like for anyone that plays from Asia, but this is going to be new for me. I also might be the first person in history to play Title Tuesday fully in Zen mode, because this is not something that's built into chess.com. And I don't know if anyone else has even tried this to play such a strong tournament and just have no idea who the opponents are. So it'll be interesting. I feel like there's going to be some psychological trap where like every game I play could potentially be Magnus Carlsen. So hopefully I don't like have that get to my mind. Every game I play could also be like someone much, much lower rated, maybe a candidate master rated 2200. So I'm hoping that I can at least maintain some confidence and also stay awake. It's getting kind of past my bedtime already. Yeah, TT is more like TW, titled Wednesday. I don't think I'll stay awake for the second one. Hey, it's 3 Holloway. Welcome back. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for your support earlier as well. Oh, welcome back to Gcook too, asking what are you doing in Bali? I'm escaping the cold weather of the Midwest US. So I flew out of Chicago, and the day I flew out, it was like sub-zero? Sub-zero Fahrenheit, which was like extra cold. And Bali is like the complete opposite, like highs in the it's high 80s, low 90s Fahrenheit. Kind of humid, but it's nice to kind of get away, have a small solo trip here, and yeah, mainly getting work done, recording some speedrun content, processing more videos. 0 Fahrenheit is about negative 18 Celsius. Yeah, I always struggle with the temperature conversion. Are you an engineer? Sometimes, when I engineer some new opening ideas. What opening would you play against Magnus? If I play Magnus, I won't know I'm playing him. So yeah, this is one of the downsides with playing in Zen mode is if I play someone who I know, I won't be able to like adapt my openings based on their repertoire. But with Magnus, like he can play anything, so it's not
Hey
like I'm
Eric,
gonna
keep up the good
cater
work
my
too.
openings to what he plays. So I'll probably stick with what I know best. I've been mixing it up between E4 and D4. Maybe I'll throw in some English as well. Stafford, 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 says Sandist. If I get really tilted, or if I'm not having the best tournament, then I usually succumb to playing the Stafford. Oh, Malefist with an interesting proposition. Says, hey Eric, let's have some fun. I'll gift subs in the amount of points you get this tourney times 5. So if I score 11 points, that's 55 subs. But what if I score 6.5, which is kind of my par score? 6.5 times 5 is 32 and a half. I can't do math. It's too late. Play the cow. Yeah, the last time I played the cow every game in Title Tuesday, I scored. What did I score? I scored 7? I scored 6. I just remember playing the cow, and then the next week I scored lower than what I did when I was playing the cow. But yeah, I think I'll play some more serious openings today. Hippo is greater than the cow. Yeah, that's probably true objectively, but could also be subjectively false. Do you far from being a GM? Yeah, I'm pretty far from being a GM, actually. Unfortunately, I don't have any norms. My FIDE rating is 2360. I did gain about 20 points from the most recent classical tournament, which was in October in Qatar. But to get to GM, you need 3 Grandmaster norms. You need a rating of 2,500 FIDE. At least you need to hit that rating, which it can take several years for a player like me to get there. Okay, people can't see it on this layout, but in this pre-entry list is giving me anxiety. So I have a very simple key to deal with it. Again, big thanks to Alex Werner, who coded this very simple Chrome extension. I think we do have the command, what did I call it? Chesscom Zen? And yeah, this just hides everything. So it's complete Zen. Maybe it's time to meditate. Now I have no idea who's playing in the tournament. Even though I do have some idea. I think I saw Hikaru and Magnus and Nepo and all the super GMs. But I won't think about that. See if I can get my heart rates back below 80. Hey, it's Singapore backgammon.
From Singapore.
Good morning. Is it morning? What time zone is Singapore? I'm pretty close to Singapore. Like, it's one of the rare times where I'm a short flight away. I'm about 3 minutes away from morning. 11:57. I should just check. The problem with Zen mode is I don't see how much time is left until the game starts. I really want to play Kramnik. I don't know if Kramnik is playing today, but yeah, it would be funny if I play Kramnik unknowingly and then beat him. And then I could like title the YouTube video, I use this new extension to beat Kramnik at chess. And then in parentheses, not cheating. I've never played Kramnik before in my life, so it's one of my bucket list New Year's resolution items. Okay, I assume there's less than a minute. Yeah, I can actually tell by the time. Like, it's 11:59, so I'm going to put chat in emote-only mode, also mute alerts. Okay, game begin. Mystery opponent. We do have the scores here, which is actually nice to see. So this first round. I'm probably not playing Magnus. I usually play down the first round, so... Alright, let's try and focus. London opening. Opponent taking time. And this is one of the like branching positions from London. Bishop g4 is a fine move. e6 is the most common move. cd4 also possible. If we see e6 and I play queen a4, a nice kind of reverse Cambridge Springs. Okay, that's a small surprise, I guess. I mean, b3 is very thematic. I'm not going to play b5. I didn't want to play queen a4 there because bishop d7. It's one of the benefits for black not having committed to e6. Like here, I could take queen a4, bishop d7. Can also play bishop e2. Also taking an e4 in some near future. Not actually sure. Huh. I'll take a pause here. I see a line I kind of like. Take queen a4, bishop d7, queen c2. I did burn my whole time advantage from the opening. Am I hallucinating? Did I see my time? Was my time above 2 minutes right before I made that move? Well, I guess it was because I fell below. Okay. It's getting late. By the end of this stream, I'm probably going to be a bit sleep deprived. Okay, so e4 is thematic. Do I play it right away? Probably. I'm pretty content with the position now. If bishop here, I could play bishop d6. Opponent wants to trade. Bishop g5. And f6. Maybe bishop e3 is better. And it seems like a very stable setup, very harmonious development. At some point, maybe I'll try and exploit the knight. And black is decently solid, although maybe now I can play e5? e5, f5. I still go for e5. Some idea to trying to trap the knight. There. I really want to punish this, but not seeing how. Yeah, this move. Preventing h5 and also tying down the bishop. There might be some idea of taking knight e4 to f6. Rook b8. It's a little bit slow, but black's a bit stuck here. Queen b2, I castle, we trade queens. Maybe king, no, not king d2. I'll just castle. Not thrilled with the way I'm handling this. Really have to watch my time too. Wow, does that work? Take. Take. I have bishop a3. Oh no, I don't. Hey. This didn't work. Maybe knight g5 is a threat. Getting really low on time. I'm in trouble. Really fighting for a draw now. Not meant to be. The hope is that they queen and accidentally stalemate me, but they're queening the other way. Oh, maybe there's some chance. Nope, not happening. Okay, I should probably resign now, right? Maybe I can meditate and drink some tea. What to do? Who am I playing? I have to be playing someone lower rated, right? Oh, knight b1 checkmate. Not something you see every day. Okay. Well, not the best start. Had a good position at some point, and then something crumbled somewhere. Almost held on, too. Do I have chat open still? I do, okay. There we go. So there's not going to be much time between that game and the next game. What did I miss, though? I'll admit, when I played knight d2, I didn't see knight d8. Like, I thought I was in very good shape, because if rook f8, I take on g6. I just got too long on time. Knight f5 was resourceful, too. So I'm leaving it in Zen mode because now I won't know who my next opponent is. And we go again. Okay. I'm trying try and regroup. Stafford Gamma time. That's the best way to regroup, right? Playing the Stafford. Stafford Gamma time. Oh, it's only round 2 as well. Okay, what's the best way to... Let's play Queen d4. I usually play h5 first, but Queen d4 basically forces castling, and I'll try and get in this move knight g4. So threatening to take on f2. White's still objectively fine here if the opponent finds the right move. But it's not easy if like they're not super well prepared. Okay, they find the right move. Actually, I'm trying to remember the prep. This knight e2 makes sense. Queen f6. I mean, there's ideas of still attacking. Like, I have the h-file. e5 is a good move, though. Yeah, queen h4, bishop f4. Not getting much. Could play bishop d6, e5, queen h4, bishop f4. Also, it doesn't seem to lead to much. Maybe I will go for that, though. There's one idea that I see. I think white has to play e5 here. I'm out of any specific prep. The one idea is after bishop g3, I can play something like queen h7 and then prepare this. And then try and take and still use the h-file. I've also provoked white's pawns, at least e5 pawn to the dark square. So that actually bodes well for my light squared bishop. I am down a pawn, but with h-file and the two bishops, light squares, I think there's some compensation here. I'm not sure how big of a threat this would be. Bishop h4, queen d3, and then maybe bishop f5. Okay, but queen f4 could come. Okay, let's start with bishop f5. Another plan, like long term, is to get this rook to the h-file, to h5 or h6 somehow. Much easier said than done. Yeah, c4. I play like queen. I want to set up bishop g5, but yeah, let's try this. Setting up bishop g5 and making way to double up the rooks. Doing much better on time this game. I guess I should clarify, rook h5 won't work because knight f4, but I mean, rook h6 and then can still potentially triple up. Opponent wants to, I guess, play knight f4. I'm going to start with this. Holding off on bishop g5. Because if I get these two moves in, it can be really difficult for white. Okay, now bishop g5 probably. Knight f4 and then queen h7. I mean, this is my kitchen sink, which I'm trying to throw at my opponent. And d7 doesn't do anything. That does something which, oh dear. If I take and then... I have to take here, there's no other move. I have to take again. I could take with either rook. Okay, this rook, take there. There's a crazy line. Take... I don't know what's happening. I think I have to try this. Oh no, my rook. The rook has been sacrificed. I'm controlling d8, so white can't mate me. There's 96? Oh man, there's 95. But I have bishop d8? Oh, but then 97. Ay. Bishop f4? Doesn't work. What a move. I'm just dead here. There. No! My move didn't reach the server. King b7 would have kept me alive too. Maybe? Maybe not. Ah, I lost. Oh, I thought I was being so brilliant too, sacking my rook. Oh, it's a sad start to the tournament. Losing the first two. Also, thank you, Gary, gifting 5. I appreciate the consolation subs. Let me turn this off, emote only. Ah, what to do there? Queen a5 was really strong. Like white had a stronger kitchen sink between the pawn and the queen. I saw this move previously, like here, and then king b8, but with the pawn on d6, it's so much stronger. Can I check with the engine? No, there's been... Okay, there's a few reasons why I can't check with engine. And this has been happening to me the last like couple of weeks where the engine just refuses to work after I finish a game. I tried it earlier on stream using the engine, and then it ended up like causing the internet to slow down a lot. So I don't know the underlying reasons for it, but I think this is going to be an engine-free stream. Are other people having that problem? It's affected me the last like few months. Maybe some Stockfish updates. Anyway, back to Zen mode because I'll try and still keep it on for the rest of the tournament. Oh, I'm curious though if I like had any better option. Like once I got my pieces to good squares, my king just was getting mated. And the problem here is I can't take the knight or the bishop because queen c7 would still be mate. It's the benefit of having two minor pieces supporting the potential queen c7 mate. And moves, I mean, initially I wanted to play bishop d8, but this gets mated. This is mate in 2 after knight e7. Unleashing the rook, have to take, and then it's mate. Yeah, white just has too much firepower. So maybe what I should have done was I should have just taken, probably. And take and take. Now I still have ideas of removing the bishop, but then there's no ideas for white of mating on c7. Yeah, final position. I mean, the move didn't reach the server, but even if it did, white might even have this move, knight a8. That's a funny move. Black's losing. This king is defenseless. If I take the bishop, there's this. If I take the knight, I get mated. Oh, wait, no, I don't get mated. Because my bishops control the back rank. So I don't know, maybe there is some hope. Anyway, moving on. I'm 0 out of 2. There was a challenge earlier that I'd be gifted subs based on my score, but I've earned 0 subs so far. Are we going to have another Stafford Gambit? Have I learned my lesson from the previous game? Okay, we don't have a Stafford. Maybe we'll have a weird version of the Traxler. Yeah, this is not the tournament I was envisioning. Starting 0 out of 2. Oh, wow, what is this? Evans Gambit. What is this move order? Evan F6. I should take. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this move order. Like delayed Evans. Bishop A5. Can I just play Bishop E7 and then take on E4? take. Kind of risky, actually. Let's try it. So white's the one who's gambiting. Like, I tried to gambit, but white's being a bit more persistent here. This is probably the most annoying. This move I don't mind, I don't think. Just move back. I mean, if we trade, white wins back a pawn. But even if white wins back a pawn, I'm up 2 pawns currently. The nice thing about being up 2 pawns, you lose a pawn, but you're still up a pawn. Now castle. I have the bishop pair. I have some Stafford structure too, in double C pawns, open bishop and queen. But I really don't see white's compensation. So hopefully I can convert this. I'll develop, probably go for c5 eventually. If I take, and then bishop d5, and c4. Maybe c6 first. Just keeping tension. So bishop d5 is met with c4. I guess on bishop f5, queen b3, huh? So what to do? I just let white take the bishop. Really not what I want, but... Okay, well now I can play this, and... Yeah, white probably should have taken the bishop when they had the chance. Yeah, when the pawns were still here, if I were to play a bishop d5, there'd be c4 to almost trap the bishop. Okay, to speed things up a little bit. Wow. I feel like I'm playing Witty Alien based on how my opponent's playing this game. There. I gotta move faster though. Let's play this. Like being so persistent with gambiting. I should take the knight probably. There shouldn't be any worries. Well, maybe there is. A rook e8 first. Interesting. Might want to take on e5 at some point. Maybe I should have taken on a2 first. Okay, I'm hitting the rook and the knight. I should be winning material here. Queen might be coming in. But that's okay. Yeah, we'll just simplify. Hmm. Oh no. Okay, everything should be controlled now. Okay. Was I playing Witty Alien? That'd be so funny. No, okay. I played Witty Alien once before, and it just reminded me of his style of like being so persistent with gambiting, just throwing like all the pieces, going all out. I did send Witty Alien a stream earlier, or not a stream, a raid earlier. He was having like a 6+ hour stream. Not sure if he's playing this tournament. Was this round one? I wish it was round one. I was round three. I lost my first two, but at least I'm on the scoreboard. I'm not tied for last place anymore. I have 1 out of 3. One more game and there will be a break. Checking on the stream quality. Looks to be good. I've only dropped 350 frames. Yeah, so that was an attempted Stafford gambit turned into a delayed Evans gambit. Oh, the eval bar is working now. Interesting. But let's keep it an engine-free stream. Oh, thanks to people earlier too. I just scrolled up in the chat. Thank you, Kevin Finch, the 6 months. Jay Cruz for the first time with Prime. Sir Ripoff Maple too for the 34 months. So, okay, let's turn back on Zen mode. Or maybe I can find a game to watch. Yeah, a few games going. Looks like white is winning this one. Okay, I'm turning back on Zen mode. Next round should be starting pretty soon. How much RAM do you need to run chess for longer sessions? Not sure if that refers to computer RAM or maybe my mental RAM. All right, let's play e4 this game. And we have a Sicilian. Play bishop b5. I'll take and go for a Grand Prix attack. d3, f4. It would be funny if we see c4. This is what I encountered. Yeah, I encountered something very similar over the board in Fujairah, but it was with pawn on b6 rather than bishop on g7. So let's just ignore it. I'll play knight f3. I played Grandmaster Arkady Knightovich, who played a similar type of gambit. It didn't go well for me, so trying to prove the fact that I've learned my lesson. Bishop a6 is coming. Queen e2 and rook d1. I mean, it's a solid position for white. d3 is a little bit backwards, but it's still like pretty easy to defend. Hmm. Might want to maneuver to c4 with the knight. b4 also looks interesting. Let's start with this. Some idea bishop g3. Don't think I can afford to sack that. I'm probably already in trouble here. d4. Take. Wow. Queen a4 is a move. I'll try this. Kind of out of desperation. So if knight takes, I take on a6. Bishop takes, I guess I have to take with pawn. But black still has to like figure out what to do with this bishop. Looking at knight b5 ideas. Which has some merit. Queen d7. Okay, up on time. I want to trap the knight. Bishop d4, I have knight b5. Yeah, hitting the bishop, unleashing the rook to pin the pawn to the queen. Also threatening the fork. And this move did everything. And now I can take... Attacking the queen and rook. Oh, black counterpins, but I have d4. Once this rook moves, I can take on c8. Oh, that move I missed. Oh dear. Completely missed that. Maybe it's still okay. Take. Maybe not. That's another fork. Okay. I wasn't sure what was happening until like the very end. The final position, I believe, is just winning, though, so thankfully I held on there. Wasn't so clean. I think what happened, like, I just got comfortable after knight b5, and then queen a8. It really still, it wasn't simple. And d4, I completely missed queen takes e4. Okay, so we have the first break of today. I think a much needed break. Though I am on 2 wins in a row, so despite starting with 2 losses, I'm 2 out of 4 on 50%. Thank you, King Cobb. Appreciate the sub. Yeah, I can unmute alerts temporarily, maybe. Oh, who was I playing? Yeah, let's play some guest elo. 2500, 2500, 2431. Okay. Yeah, I mean, with this score, I can basically conclude that I'm playing a low rated opponent. I have lost a little bit of rating this tournament, but try and regain. I do have tea today. I have some hotel like villa tea. It's just Lipton. Already is a little bit lukewarm, but that's okay. Yeah, there's 7 more games, so a lot more chess to be played. Yeah, my internet connection is not perfect. It says okay, some lag. With the increment though, hopefully that doesn't cost me too much. I also like Earl Grey tea. Although I think what I'm drinking, it's some kind of like black or it said yellow label, so maybe yellow tea? Are roses your favorite flower? I've never really thought too much about what my favorite flower is. I mean, roses are probably up there though. I am allergic to a lot of plants, like anything that grows and produces pollen. So yeah, if I were to have a favorite flower, it would have to probably be something I'm not allergic to. I don't think I'm too allergic to roses. I can switch the view and at least show the standings. Yeah, because I'm streaming on one monitor, I had to like kind of condense all my screen space, so we don't really have the full names of the players. Although we see Fabiano. Could zoom in here. Fabiano. This looks like, I don't know who that is. Someone who starts with an A. I think this is Judah. Oh, Dominguez. Or no, that's not Dominguez. This is Dominguez. This might be Azarov. Is this Kramnik? It's funny, I can kind of tell by the profile picture. It says, we demand examination. And it starts with VL, so it's probably Vladimir Kramnik. Okay, well, I'm not going to be playing Kramnik at least the next couple rounds. But maybe in a few rounds from now. That's a great profile picture. uh, yeah, there's a lot of players who I can't recognize based on the profile picture. I recognize this person though. This is Santa Claus. Has 3.5 out of 4. Faruja. This is Horse. David Navarra. Wait a minute, I'm just realizing. What happened to my profile picture? Was there a new update? I swear I had a I had a profile picture, right? I never changed it. I've been updating the one on my speedrun account. Did my picture get banned for TOS? That's really strange. I'll deal with that later. Oh, it got censored because I'm too handsome. Yeah. Yeah, this is like a sad profile pic. It's just a gray pawn. What to do? I'm due for a new photo shoot though. Maybe I'll do some like beach photo shoot in Bali. Oh, okay. I saw a game started, but I didn't see the name of my opponent. I was able to press the N key. Maybe some people saw it, but okay, let me put chat back in emote only. And yeah, I mean, all I know is I'm playing a title player, probably lower rated. I'm done with trying to play the Stafford. I'll play a real opening this game. Knight c6. Oh, let me switch the scene to a nicer scene. There we go. And yeah, we'll play a accelerated dragon. Yeah, I'll go for this. Bishop b3 is the main line, rook e8. There's a few moves here. There's f3, there's casting, there's h3. Yeah, with casting, I think it's just d6. Threatening knight g4. And then knight a5. Idea to play pawn b6. Eventually get the bishop pair, play bishop b7. It has been a while since I've studied like the specific theory here. I don't recall seeing queen d3. Slightly strange move. That's a move. I almost automatically pre-move that, but I can dig with knight, which is yeah, probably a bit more sensible. Unleashing the bishop, preparing some knight moves. Knight e5 or c5. And the queen is kind of asking to get hit on d3. Knight c4 very likely to come. Wow. I play this first. a6 coming. The queen is almost trapped. Not quite though. b4. Or b5, supporting the knight. Yeah, so if f4 happens, I can freely move this knight. I could start with queen b6. Then there's some concern about knight d5. Take. Yeah, I actually like this move because I'm preparing this move to further harass the white queen. I was going to say, I'm also maybe setting up this, but maybe not. I have e6. And there's a lot of pressure on white, like d4, d5, e4, b3. Even the king on g1 can all be targets. Oh, but that move I missed. My queen is almost trapped. Wow. Play knight c5, take. Wow. I have to play queen h4. Allow rook c, or allow knight c7. Oh man. I got way too complacent. Knight c5, take. Let's go for this. I think it should still be... Oh, yeah. G3 is coming. Oh, no. Let's try this. Threatening queen d8 to trap the knight. Yeah, this should be okay. I was more scared about g3 first and then 97, but maybe a mischance for white. So I have two minors for something. There. Let's start with this. Allowing rook takes d6. Not clean. Threatening bishop f8. Missed rook b1. That's okay though. Almost blundered a bishop there. Okay, here we go. Okay, who was I playing? Austin Thomas, okay. Always takes work. Thank you to AKD, welcome back. Nate Brady as well. Oh, happy 1 year to Nate Brady.
Happy 1
Also,
year to
happy...
me. I had an oh no.
Oh
My
no,
queen
your
last
queen.
night.
Last night. Thank you, Queen GE3, mate.
Loving the
Appreciate that.
YouTube recaps.
Yeah, happy 53 months to AKD. 35 months for Queen GE3. Yeah, that definitely was not so smooth. Yeah, when I played e6, I thought I was in full control, and then this move happened. And
Why do I
I'm
get so nervous
not sure what was
even when
going
I see
on.
you play? Love you.
Yeah, probably because my time management. I really have to do better at managing my time and also do better at identifying my opponent's ideas. But I think it was still controlled. And once bishop f8 happens, and then, yeah, we traded queens. I was just living on the increment. Okay, so I'm gonna turn back on Zen mode. I think a new game will be starting soon. Yep, okay, a new mystery opponent. I'll play d4. And here we go. So I'm, for the first time in this tournament, I'm on a plus score, which is nice. Have to play f3 to defend. King b1 first, eventually bishop h6 and storm. I mean, this is a very typical attack. Queen bishop battery. So then storm with the h pawn. There's e5. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to take and then play e5. I vaguely remember studying some lines here. There is a trap, knight e8 takes, 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 and then queen d4 forks a king and knight. And of course, if takes, takes, then there's a pin. So we do see knight e8, take. Opponent might be falling into it. Actually, my opponent already may have fallen into it. Because even if black doesn't take and walks into queen d4, like once knight moves, I'm going to have c6, attacking the pinned knight on d7. Not to mention, like, where does knight even move? Knight f5, I have g4 if I want. But c6, I don't know if it makes a huge difference though. I think c6 is fine. Ah, okay, so black wants rook d8 in the end there. So I'll take and then play g4. Ah, there's also knight e3 ideas. Oh, there's also that, interesting. Yeah, clever resource. Take, take, take. Hmm. Knight d4 might be the simplest. Just to simplify. Yeah, maybe not objectively the best move, but if rook d7 I take with check, very important. And then like queen g5, we trade rooks, I develop. It should be fine. Actually, if takes, like, maybe there's some other option. Okay, so bishop takes. Maybe now g4. g4, knight d6. Yeah, I might be playing a little bit too fancy here, but I mean, knight d6. I'm up a piece. And then probably the plan is to still storm like h4, h5. If e5, I have... What do I have with a knight? Nothing so obvious. Can I play h5? Take... Oh, queen takes d4. It's still under control. Just have to watch my time. h5 is coming very quickly too. a4, I'd probably ignore it. Okay, let's play this. Hmm. That's not good. Oh, that's so bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. What did I do? Oh, I was up a piece. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad right now. How did I just get mated like that? Queen d4 is very strong. I can't take the bishop. What am I supposed to do there? I was trying to be careful too. And black got a lot of pressure. Maybe I should have played queen c1. Avoid the back rank ideas. It was a combination of like getting too low on time and then like black still having initiative. Rook h2 wasn't right. Maybe I have to give back the piece. Oh, that was really sad. Yeah, I think it was already kind of difficult. Maybe king c1. Not the easiest move to spot. And that way, if a3, I can first take. And yeah, it should be salvageable. Black still has counterplay, but actually maybe it's not so clear still. Because here, queen goes back to d4. Maybe throwing in h6 wasn't the best. I hesitated a lot. I could also just play knight c1. Like, what's the worst that can happen? b3, I'd just take. Okay, what to do? I'm back to 50%, I guess. Oh, it's such a good position, too. Black was resourceful to find this move rook d8. So I probably should have started with knight, or with pawn g4, provoke the knight here. But this was also fine. It's one of those types of chess games that like really, really stings. Just have to try and mentally recover. And play e4. So I'm white again. Put chat on emote only again. And yeah, what do I want to play? Ponziani, I guess. Not an opening I play too often in Title Tuesday, but yeah, usually I play this against like beginner players. Very effective beginner opening. But it's interesting to see how like title players will deal with this. My opponent's like clearly not prepared for queen a4. And this could be a very tricky line for when black's not prepared. The main line is not so obvious. There are a lot of playable moves. Pawn takes pawn is actually just dubious because of this line. Queen can't take, and now I have bishop c4. And this is a line that, when I play Ponziani, I'll get a lot against amateur players, but I'm not sure if I've ever had this against a title player. Of course, it still takes work. I still have to prove myself. d3? I think d3 actually looks nice. Because if takes, I don't win back the pawn immediately, but there's an idea to play bishop f4. Try and drive the queen away and then take. Although that could get a little bit tricky. Black doesn't go for it. Well, now I still have bishop f4. And it should be more clear, because if takes... There's another line when the pawn were to take, it would counterattack the bishop on c4. Yeah, so black has to play some ugly move, like queen c5 or queen d7, I think. And then very likely I can take the pawn, open the d-file. Do I have... I mean, b4 and d4... Also take on c7. I'm spoiled for choice. I'm going to take on e4 first. I think this is a simple option. Bishop e3. Knight d2. Okay, so I'm up a pawn. Have good structure. C7 was hanging there. Maybe I can take some point soon, like right now. And bishop e2 maybe at some point. Black wants to play f5. Hmm. Take. I think bishop a6. Idea to play f4. Yeah, not blundering queen takes g3. Oh no, I got forked. Okay. Yeah, thankfully bishops move backwards. Okay. I did kind of see that coming too. I mean, at least before black played h5, I was kind of anticipating that line. Okay. Uh, what was the rating of my opponent? 2450? Oh, okay. Over 2500. Um, yeah, so the main line in Ponziani, the best move in this position is f6, which is not easy to figure out, especially in blitz if like you haven't studied this before. And the main line is bishop e5, knight ge7. Looks ugly for black, but it's the best way for black to maintain the center. Oh, there's a question, can you show the first few moves of this game? Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing now. So, started with a Ponziani. Idea is to get the quick d4. And against almost every move black plays that isn't d5, like for example, knight f6 and d6 and bishop moves, white can just respond with d4. Like even f5, there's d4. But d5 is the one move that d4 isn't as good. But there's a move queen a4, which pins a knight, supports e-pawn, and threatens this. And yeah, it was just very feel-good line for white. My technique probably wasn't the best. Again, took a lot of time to figure out what to do. Oh, hey, it's Pam. First time chat. I assume that's the real Pam, using the emote. Good to see you. Congrats on the name upgrade. So anyway, if you're just joining, I'm 4 out of 7? 4 out of 7. That was round 7. There's one more game until a break. We can watch, see if I can find a game that's still going. Oh, this game looks interesting. Black should be winning, but not always so simple. Yeah, in this position, I would, like, as white, I would just try and set up a stalemate trap. Like, walk the king to h8, basically. Put the queen on g6. Okay, white's still causing some practical issues. Okay, not meant to be. Or maybe it was meant to be for the black side. Okay, so also if you're just joining, like I explained this earlier in the stream, but every game I'm playing with this Chrome extension, which enables Zen mode, so I don't know who my opponents are. Unfortunately, I've played lower rated opponents every game, so hopefully I can like win enough games to play someone higher rated. I do have a plus score now. A new opponent. Here we go. I have not faced d4 yet, but the first d4 game I'm facing as black. We have a London. I think b4 might be a move, but b4 take castle. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Let's just start with e6 and h6. I'm considering f5 here. Just kind of interesting. I mean, this might close things down a lot. If white plays f4, I play g4. The thing about this position, white wants to get the knight here, but I'm controlling the two squares where the knight can potentially enter e5. So maybe bishop e7. I think I can probably slow play this. And this is going to be a long maneuvering game. pushing. White wants to play h3 though. Yeah, I don't want to be in the spot where I lose a g-pawn and allow this and this. So I basically have two ideas from what I can see. It's really a question where to get my knight. The two ideas are either knight a4 or knight e4. Probably knight e4. Yeah, I don't think I mind, like, if white doubles up and puts a rook here, I just defend the bishop. And this can be a long positional struggle, though. Mm. Yeah, I don't want to play knight e4 too soon. Like, I want to improve first. Perhaps this. If a4 I take and play b5. I'd probably go for h4, take. And this first. No. Yeah, this first. Knight's coming to e3. So maybe I should play knight e4. Hmm. I mean, all my play revolves around the h-file now. Just want to double up as quickly as possible. There might be a long-term idea of walking my king to b3. I might have to play on both flanks to win this game. There's a concept of the principle of two weaknesses. Sometimes in order to win a game, you need to exploit two different weaknesses in white's position. So if I take, I think I should start with taking. Because if knight takes, I play bishop h4. White's so solid, though. At least I have the h-file. Maybe rook h3 and some bishop sack. And move around to gain some time. This could be a very long game if I don't break through. Basically moving around, trying to think of what my long-term plan is, while trying to gain some time. I have one idea. B4. I don't know how close we are to 50 moves. I think we're still far away though. Huh. The rook. Okay, now I have b4. This is what I was waiting for. Some progress. Ay, ay, ay. Just allow that. I think it's okay. To win this pawn. I really messed this up. Oh no, I lost that. What did I do? 131 moves. Oh, I'm so sad. I tried so hard to win. I think I got a winning position too. I just lost. But how did I lose? Also, maybe I had a chance to take the knight? Not sure though. Like here, I didn't have time to calculate. Yeah, it felt around here that I should be winning, especially when I won the pawn. Although material's just equal now. But I had fun-looking pawns. I wanted to get into f3, but I had a hard time getting my bishop to the right square. Are we on a break? I think we're on a break. So I'm 4 out of 8. There's 3 more games. So I could still finish with like a par score maybe. Yeah, this was complete panic, d2. Is bishop f3 winning? Bishop f3 looks winning. I had 2 seconds. I had just played d3, so my mouse was closer to my d-pawn than my bishop. Yeah, I don't see the defense for white. Because if king here, then there's this. The bishop prevents my d5 check. And d2 is coming. So, I mean, that was move 111. I'm trying to use the eval bar, but it's broken. It's just, yeah, the lines aren't showing. Am I playing the second title Tuesday? I don't think so. It's 1:36 a.m. for me. It's already Wednesday, so yeah, Tuesday is over now. Yeah, just to show people my view. This was a game. I'm not in Japan, no. I'm in Bali. So in Asia, I know for most people it's probably Tuesday we're watching. Hey, welcome to Choco, who made a poached egg. Yeah, poached eggs are a nice way to cook and eat eggs. What's in Bali? Warm weather. And a lot of like fried noodles and fried rice and coconuts. Actually, I really haven't had coconut water yet, or any coconuts. Had a lot of like watermelon and mango juice. Do I dare click this game review button? Haha. Okay. I think this might disturb the... Oh dear. Yeah, like the board's not loading. Hey, thank you, Pam. Gifting 5, I appreciate that. Oh, there we go. The board's loaded. You did well to build an advantage. But then I did poorly to give away my whole advantage. Oh, the Zen mode extension works across tabs. Interesting. I didn't realize that. Yeah, so Zen mode, I guess, doesn't really make sense to activate on this tab. Yeah, we can see a lot of volatility in the engine graph. Apparently, I was only winning. Yeah, it was here. Here, I had to play bishop f3. Was this the only like clear win that I missed? Right, let me see if this works. Uh-oh. Did new game start? New game is starting soon. Okay, so I'm closing out of the other tab. I have not visited my Grandmaster Parrot. I have not encountered any parrots yet. Or monkeys. I'll probably end up going into the monkey forest at some point. Might be dangerous to bring a chessboard though. Monkeys are notorious for, or yeah, basically for stealing things from tourists. What do I play? Let's play an English opening. Novelty on move 1. Almost. Okay, English versus Dutch. Okay, I'll play this. I'll see what black is up to here. Yeah, I'm basically transposing into what I usually play from a London move order. After casting, usually black will play d6, and I'll play c5. The idea of c5 is to make my pieces happier. Mainly my light squared bishop. I think I'll start with queen b3. Maybe h4. And black wants to play e5, but it's not super easy to achieve. I guess knight d7 might be coming. And then I have to figure out what to do. Maybe h5 there. Okay, knight a6. A little bit unexpected. If I take... Knight g5, h5. I mean, there's all these plans of trying to go all out on the king side. I might end up castling queenside. Just plop the king on b1. Thank you, Mandel. Happy 15 months. Okay, doing well on time. If I take, then take... I can start with knight g5. So unleashing the bishop, trying to discourage bishop e6. Wow. Take, take. Let's start by taking here. It's actually not easy to like crack the structure now. The bishop's very restricted. Yeah, I want to keep the tension against e5. Always play king b1. Hitting d6 now. I probably have to take. Take. I have d5 or queen a3. Probably d5. Yeah, queen c2, king a1. d4 is logical. Knight d4, knight e5. This is a big mess. Okay. It's a fancy mate to finish the game. Okay. Who was I playing? 25 something? Okay, 2481. Oh, Barman. Barman EV. I just know this name from the Barman variation. But probably a different meaning there. Okay, back on the plus score. 2 games to go, right? That was round 9. So yeah, 2 games to go. 5 out of 9. Trying to finish strong. Time management was better that game. Also, was I playing on a different scene the whole time? I've been meaning to play on this scene, but oops, sorry for not switching it back. Do people have a preference between... This is kind of my old layout, and this is the new layout. This one took more effort to design because I had to make sources for the clock times. But I figured this does a nice job of like, keeping it simple, but also maximizing the screen real estate. Especially for people that watch on their phones. Like sometimes people complain that the chessboard isn't big enough. Even though it's still like decently big here, yeah, I guess it's a bit bigger here. Speaking of big, yeah, here's my big mouse. When I shake it, it becomes bigger. It's one of the quirks playing on a Mac. Oh yeah, I do have my heart rate on this one, and... Oh, it's not on this one. Oops. Is it... Yeah, it's sometimes the issue with organizing all the scenes. I use OBS for streaming. Open source, free software. In Zen mode, does the old one still have the log of moves? What's the old one? Oh, like my old layout. No, so with Zen mode here, it hides everything. It still shows the score though, which is useful. So at least I see what score I have. But yeah, it's a very simple extension. I think it just identifies like the objects. What do you call them? Objects, classes to hide. But with Zen mode, it does hide the ability to like resign or offer a draw, which um isn't so bad because I rarely use those buttons anyway. Thank you, C3 Stanley. The 21 months. Yeah, maybe later I can check out the other games from Title Tuesday. But yeah, I already have to get ready for the next one. One game going for this round. Black is probably playing for a win here. Yeah, I think Black's in very good shape to win. Why does the title say it's Wednesday? Because I'm in a time zone where it's 1:52 a.m. Wednesday morning. Not my usual time zone, but yeah, happy Wednesday to those who are probably in Asia right now. Or Australia, I guess. Maybe New Zealand. Wait, how many moves is this game? 141 moves. Black struggling to make progress too. At some point, just prepare a2. Yeah, looks like Black is making progress now. But still tricky, because... yeah, there's rook a8 ideas. Good move, c3. Now a2 coming. Over 150 moves. Okay, Black got both pawns. Nice. This is a good square for the stalemate trap. Wow! White won on time. Oh, what a swindle. What a swindle. Okay, let me switch the scene. Oh, that's crazy. Black was like on the verge of winning too. Okay, it makes me feel less bad about all my painful moments this tournament. So moving on, 5 points. Play e6. We have one of these. This is like I guess we can call this a Reti gambit, which I've accepted. Idea to play a quick c5. I get away with c5 right away. c5. That's kind of interesting. Let's try it. I'm not sure if it actually works. Takes, we trade. Maybe there's some compensation. I am losing a pawn. I mean, if takes, we trade, but yeah, in this line I do lose a pawn. Well, castle and yeah, have some diagonals to work with. Okay, b4. Knight b5, I have queen a5. Actually, bishop, or knight a4, I have bishop d5. Maybe I'm not winning anything. Bishop a7, b3. Looks nice though. And pieces are well coordinated. Still have to castle. And b pawn is actually a little bit weak still. I have this move. Bishop b4 takes. Might go for this. It does allow knight c3 though. Queen b7. Queen e1 might come. There's a weird line. Queen e1, knight e4, take on f2. Okay, now I can castle. I don't mind trading bishops. All I have to do is get my knight to h3 and he'll be checkmate. Easier said than done. How to do this? e4 might be a threat. Probably not right away though. That's an idea. take. I probably have to take. Queen takes. There's a cool line where I just like go full aggro mode. Let's go for it. So there's some idea at knight e3, which piques my interest. If white takes the pawn, I might just have rook b8 to pin and win. I take so knight e3. Probably doesn't work. Okay. I gotta move a lot quicker. I should probably like throw in rook b8 just for good measure. Maybe go for h5. Oh no, I'm getting forked. That was actually really tricky here. It's still really tricky. I'm setting up tricky tricks. Okay. Knight c3. What is this? I'll explain everything after the game. I don't have time to explain things right now. I don't really know what's going on, too. Knight g5 doesn't work. Queen d6 ideas. Yeah, this didn't really work. No! Okay, white had mate in one, but misses it. We might end up seeing bishop knight mate. Oh no. I allowed the fork, but opponent misses it. Okay. I'm gonna turn off Zen mode so I can see the move counter, 67. So I need to survive until move 117. To be careful not to flag. Okay. uh, I hold on for a draw. Chess is a draw. It's not easy. It's not an easy checkmate to do with 1 second increment. What to make of this game? Yeah, it was just turned into like complete chaos there. I can try and explain like the logic of the moves, but it was really difficult to grasp what was going on. Like starting around here, okay, rook b8 was like kind of the last positional improving move before things got really tactical. So white played this, attacking my queen. And I played this, which looks terrible because it aligns with the rook and allows all sorts of knight discoveries. But the idea is if white goes for the fork, then I have queen takes g3 because the knight removes itself from the diagonal, the pawn's pinned, and this is just winning for black. So my opponent was aware of that, played king g2, and then I played queen c6. Oops, okay. I try not to look at my opponent. I do know that I'm playing a title player. Is this the last game? I think this is the last game. Final round of the tournament. Here we go. I'll play a London. I'll try and finish with a par score, I guess. We have a kind of typical London main line. There's a small trick if c5, bishop b5 can be very strong. Knight d7. Trying to remember. I think c4. Studied this at some point. I've definitely like looked at this position with the engine at some point. Pretty sure like, white's very much for choice. But yeah, the game goes on. Queen b3. Queen c2. Maybe queen c2. Bishop d3. Might prepare to long castle and then just attack on the king side. Okay. I'm kind of allowing d4. Then I take on h7. And I'll either have a3 or queenside castling to not lose material, hopefully. Do I want a queenside castle? Queen a5. Maybe just a3 first. Okay, now I probably want a kingside castle. I could play rook c1 too. Like a more positional move. And this forces black to take, otherwise yeah, I win the bishop. And we'll trade queens. And we get a position, I have the bishop pair. B4. I might as well play b4, expand. Black can't take here because then I trap the rook. Feels like I'm close to winning a pawn. Takes. Maybe not. But maybe that's what I should go for. If takes, maybe rook b3? Completely missed that move. Wow. Oh, that was a bad move to overlook. God, White's just losing here. And I have to try this. Yeah, not the best tournament for me today. What to do? It's way past my bedtime. I'm not gonna resign though. I have the bishop pair. Although I'm down a lot of material. Can I play d6? Problem is my dark square bishop needs a life. Take. Play e4 perhaps. This is not good. Maybe e4 is the best try. And king d2, rook a1, ASAP. That's a good move. I mean, I have three center pawns. Like literally three center pawns. Smack in the center. And it's not over. f4, f5 is an idea. This is not good. Oh, my move didn't reach the server, but also it's losing. What to do? I was playing a fellow IM. Yeah, not my best tournament. Maybe the Zen mode didn't didn't lead to better play. I'll have to try it again though when I'm a bit more awake in better form. Yeah, I was like completely oblivious to knight c5, which pretty much wins on the spot. In hindsight, I guess b5, knight c7, a4. Black might be for choice already, because like a6 and then... Yeah, black's like very solid. My bishops aren't too impressive. Hey, thank you, Malefist. Gifting 30. Yeah, I still finished with 5.5. I mean, it's a little bit below average for me. But maybe could have been worse. Could have been better too. Oh no, my 2700 rating. Yeah, thank you, Malefist. I appreciate the proposition, the encouragement. I think it is time to get some rest.